As you can see, I'm dressed as a Final Fantasy Tactics character, cosplaying as Orlando. We are not playing on Rookie Hunter mode. As a matter of fact, I'm throwing Rookie Hunter mode on the ground. See, I remember this. When this game first came out, back in the day, I remember with my hair, just trying to escape from my hood here. When this game came out back in like 1998 or so, this cutscene was cutting edge. It was revolutionary. I really liked the kind of light show at the beginning too. It was just really nice. Let's just watch this. I mean, I want this to be kind of a speed run, but it's gonna be a pseudo speed run. You know, it's gonna be me going fast, but not necessarily a speed run by anyone else's metrics. So, I'm gonna have some ginger beer to prepare. Look at this doofus. His name is Double. Turns out he's actually a double agent. What a coincidence. And these two are apparently siblings. You know, robots that are siblings. Okay, you know, I'll take it. It's Mega Man. You gotta suspend disbelief a little bit. So Zero and the Captain, they have some kind of rivalry. Probably because he wants to date the guy's sister. I don't know. Mega Man firing some very nice charge shots. Kind of getting some Dragon Ball Z intro angles there with the beams. I like it. So we have all these happy characters that get along. Look at this. Look how great everything is for everybody. This is just really tremendous. The happiest Mega Man game ever right here. And nothing can possibly go wrong. Who was that? Who is that cloaked figure up at the top there? Could it have been Satan? No, it was Sigma. It's Sigma. Sigma's back. It's okay because I'm here to stop him. So people of Earth, don't worry about a thing. I've got this. Got this well in hand. Let me check the button config real quick. See if there's anything I got. Change. We got attack, jump. We got dash. I'm gonna change dash to. Do I want R1 or R2? Shoot. What did the Mega Man Zero games do? Because they had the best dash control. I feel like R1's the better choice. Yeah, I'll do. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go with R2 for dash. And then I'm going to go for weapon select R1, learned move X, and Giga Attack circle. Because I pretty much never use Giga Attacks in this game anyway. Unless it's the Nova Strike, which is the most OP badass attack ever. I will not be getting it in this video playthrough, I'm sorry. It's kind of a Mega Man exclusive, that one. And the music here is just so intense. It's just, it's like the beginning of a new era, you know, and it's got the flashing strobe light and intense music. Alright, it's time to start the speed run. I think I've commented enough on this game. I really like this game, what can I say? So, I'm going to subvert expectations, and I'm going to play as Zero. Why? Because this is absolutely the best Mega Man X game to play as Zero. This is the one where he's the most efficiently designed, he has the best attacks. It was more kind of made for him than other later X games, I feel like. Since he's the hip young newcomer, can't talk. You can play as him in X3, but not to the degree that you can here. So this is Zero's game as far as I'm concerned. X4 is Zero's story. X is the side character. Now it switches again for X5. X is the main character again, and Zero is the side character. And therefore, as the series goes on, that persists. X is always the main character. But for this one game, Zero got to be the main character. Oh look, hey, Dr. Wily, everybody. What's he doing?
Who are you?
Next game?
My masterpiece.
But who are you?
After him, he is my nemesis. Our rivalry is what gives me motivation in life. Now go, destroy him. That's an order.
He seems a lot taller here than he does in the original series. Is the camera over here? Is the camera over there? The camera's there. I see you now. Yeah, Wily seems much taller here. I guess all those robotic enhancements he's got now to keep him alive after the past century have made him taller. Either that or he's just a hologram like Dr. Light. We don't know. So yeah, flashback. Zero used to be evil. You know, get the full story on that later.
The same dream again.
By the way, this is a completely impromptu video. Was not planning on doing this today. I have about a zillion other things that I need to do today. But I woke up and I said, you know what? I got some time this morning. I'm going to play Mega Man X4. Alright, I'm going to skip through some of the text because honestly they're not saying anything that we need to know. Basically, the Repliforce, which is like the Reploid police force, is attacking the Sky Lagoon for no reason. So the Maverick Hunters think that they've gone Maverick and they're on their way to stop them. What they don't realize is that Repliforce has not gone Maverick. They're still good guys, you know, they're the police, Blue Lives Matter, and so forth. But Sigma has framed them and kind of manipulated the Maverick Hunters and the police into going to war with each other, which is what this game's really about. So, and Sigma just kind of lurks in the shadows for this game, you know, as if we don't know he's there. So yeah, playing as Zero is much harder than playing as X in this game, because you have to get in close to enemies to hit them, and your dash really overshoots you. So when you dash toward an enemy to hit them, very often it dashes you right into the enemy itself. So I need to get used to the dash controls. You know, it's been a little while since I really played this. I have to get used to the dash controls and the momentum from them to keep myself from crashing into the enemies. And once I get the dash controls under control, so to speak, and have a feel for them, have that feel for the dash controls, I'll be a lot better off. So we're going to get there as quickly as we can. The carnage. It's horrible. The horror. Damn it, I have to change. Can I change? Can I change? I can. Okay, I have to change the buttons around. Yeah, that'll have to do. The dash button really does need to be R1 because R1 is quicker to press than R2. The idea being that I want to be in really good shape when I get to the bosses so that I can beat them in one shot so that we can speed through this game fairly quickly. It's Iris. She's Zero's girlfriend, question mark? I don't think she's actually his girlfriend. I think they just care for each other. You know, they like each other. Okay. Listen to this music because I think this music is really good for a boss theme, and this is the only time in the game that it plays, which is kind of weird. I think this should have played for some of the other bosses, like maybe the Fortress bosses. It's actually tradition in the X series for the intro stage boss music to also play for the Fortress bosses, so I don't know why that didn't happen here. I can let the music play a little more. See? It's pretty good music. It's intense. It's got that kind of foreboding boss theme rhythm to it. Okay, here's the Colonel. He has a lightsaber. He's here to save his sister. And Zero's like, I already saved your sister. And then Colonel's like, well, we're gonna have to have a lover or leave her match now. It's like when Shane McMahon fought Test. Do we get another cutscene? Yeah, we get a cutscene. I'm just gonna let this one play out. Have some ginger beer.
We have all been wrongfully judged as mavericks by the humans. We cannot suffer this indignity and live in disgrace.
Wrongfully judged. You know, Maverick Hunters are kind of assholes. They just go around calling people Mavericks.
Human creators. This is about our liberty and security.
We must battle for our own individual rights and our own survival. Together we will build our nation, a sanctuary for all Reploids, our own utopia. Let us forge onward towards a new golden era for the Repliforce.
I too share the general sentiment. Take heed, we have no other choice. Let us fight valiantly, with courage and pride, without fear, for we are the Repliforce.
The most powerful army in history!
Now, who is this? See, in the future they have round bubble TVs.
The general has finally taken
Who
action.
could this be?
And now
Could it be
what will you
Sigma?
I'll be watching closely from here on out.
Yeah, that's definitely Sigma. Definitely Sigma. And if you caught that scythe that he had on his table, that will come into play later. You don't introduce a scythe in the first act and not have Sigma try to murder Mega Man with it in the third act. Oh god, these two. Iris is like, please don't kill my brother. And Zero's like, I have to. It is my job to kill. It is my job to destroy, you don't understand. And she's like, but Zero. It's actually kind of a sad game if you really think about it. If it were executed a little better, you'd really be able to see the sadness of this game. Because it's not a happy story. You have characters fighting characters they shouldn't be fighting and dying for nothing. It's always a sad thing. But because the translation's iffy and they keep it as light as they can, the sadness doesn't really come into play too much, except for that one scene later on that I think we're going to see. Snow Base. I love this level. I really like ice levels in Mega Man X games. You know, you got Chill Penguin, you got Buffalo, Blizzard Buffalo in X3, and you got this guy. I think there might be another one later that I'm forgetting because I block out a lot of those later games. So I'm going to go with Magma Dragoon first because Magma Dragoon is probably the boss that I have the most trouble beating first. Yeah, so I'm going to do him first. Okay. If I can beat Magma Dragoon first and get his weapon, then the rest of the game will be smooth sailing. If I can't, then I'm going to be wasting a bunch of time on this recording. The good thing about Magma Dragoon is that you get a ride armor before the fight. And if you can use that properly, it can give you a real edge on defeating him. Alright, if it seems like I'm not making much of an effort right now, it's because I'm just trying to get to the door as quickly as I can. You actually get your health refilled at the end of this section, which doesn't matter for me because I have to die at the beginning of the next section. But it's very important that I not die on this section. So there we go, didn't die on that section. Now it's time to die. Perfecto. Yeah, I have to rack my brain to remember where those two energy tanks are. I should have probably looked this up before I started. You know, preparation is half the battle when it comes to running a game in a prompt manner. I know one of them is Jet Stingray's stage. It's very missable. Damn it. This is like that climbing game that everybody's playing online these days. Making videos, like rage videos, where you have to climb that mountain. And there's a guy with a pickaxe. It's really hard. That's what this feels like. Okay, as soon as we have a clearing of fireballs falling down, all of a sudden he doesn't want to dash jump anymore. What's going on with that? Come on, dude, we're clear. We need to dash jump now. Thank you. Hey, there are no fireballs falling now. That makes things a little easier. There's a heart tank up there, but I'm gonna come back and get it later. I don't need to bother with this right now. Ooh, maybe I can get it from up there. Not with all these obnoxious fireballs, though. Yeah, no, never mind. I'm not bothering with this right now. I will come back later and I'll get that heart tank. Okay, I desperately need a heal. This sucks. Okay, starting over. Oh, hey, that works. Now I have full health. Okay, this is my one shot at Magma Dragoon. I have to beat him with this ride armor. If this ride armor gets destroyed, I have my life meter, and then it's over. Okay, this is my one shot. My one shot to beat Magma Dragoon. And then I have to play the stage over again. Because if you lose to him after using the ride armor, you cannot get the ride armor back for that fight. And I absolutely need it to win. Ooh, that was quick. Oh man, took one hit. Yeah, you don't want to take any hits on this part. 2 hits, damn it. Every hit you take here is a hit that you could have taken on the Magma Dragoon fight. Here's Dragoon, the turncoat. Alright, the machine is exploding, I think, so we're going to want to hop out of there. Ugh. Get behind this guy, really do some damage. Oof, that was close. Whoa. You can still lose, even at this point. I mean, it looks like I'm winning, but I'm not. Okay. Wait for him to do something. Oh, shit. Jeez, that was close. Yeah, definitely knew I was going to take a hit there. Well, 1 hit is not the end of the world. 2 hits is significantly closer to the end of the world. And 3 hits is bad, but we'll see. I might be lucky. You want to ideally take no hits on the way to him, because the ride armor can only take like 8 or 9 hits, I think. Yeah. Rest assured, this is probably the hardest fight in the game outside of the fortress. So you really want to just stay on this guy at this point. Oh, the ride armor is exploding, it looks like. I've hardly done any damage to him. This is good, this is good. He'll be vulnerable right here for a minute. Ugh, get in there! Phew, that was really close. Whew! Okay, Magma Dragoon down. Probably the hardest of the 8 bosses. Mainly because I always try to fight him first, instead of getting his weakness. He wanted to be the one to defeat me. He's like Vegeta. I wanted to be the one to defeat you, Zero. Ryu Engine. That's the Rising Flame Slash. the coolest move in the entire Mega Man X series. You know, I say what I want about Mega Man X5 and how I think it's secretly better than this game, which I plan to fully test with these playthroughs that I'm recording right now. Because it's going to be maybe back-to-back. I might do X4 and then X5, depending on time permitment. But I will maintain that despite all of that, the best weapon in the entire X series is Magma Dragoon's Fire Slash. Okay, now that we've got that, I'm going to take on the Snow Boss. It just seems like the right thing to do. This guy is clearly the Shiva to Magma Dragoon's Ifrit. Every bit as beautiful as the original Shiva. So, back onto this stage. See that? That is Blizzard Buffalo from X3, who has met an untimely end. Kind of gruesome. Little Easter egg for you there. Alright, this is a nice little fill-up area right here that I'm going to return to later. Once I have a couple energy tanks and so forth. This is another stage that I really like the music in, so I might just like listen to the music. It has two different variations of the music. One for the first part of the stage and one for the second. So yeah, Flame Sword in action, got the first heart tank. I wonder if I can use that to get the one that I missed in the previous stage. This is weird. Is this like a weird homage to the disappearing blocks in Iceman's stage in the original Mega Man? That room where you have to climb a bunch of blocks and they randomly disappear and appear. That'd be interesting. I don't think that's the case, but it'd be interesting. Ooh. Ooh. Sliding around here a little hard. Uh-oh. This is bad. Hey, let's see what's up here. I think that is an extra life tank or something like that. Looks like I cannot dash Fire Sword in midair. That's unfortunate. This part's dangerous because you can actually get killed on this part if the platforms crush you against the ceiling. Yeah, easy peasy. I like this gold mane that I've got kind of coming down here. This is an interesting sub-boss. Feels kind of Mega Man X2-ish, because I know X2 had like that crystal mini-boss. This guy is, I believe, very easy with the Fire Sword, as are most of the fights in this game. Chill Penguin. That was Chill Penguin in the background there. Frozen in a block of ice. Poor Chill Penguin. He was just a boy. So this part I have to be on the lookout for items trapped in the blocks of ice, because I think there might have been a few. There it is. I think that's the weapon tank. The weapon tank, which I usually never use in this game. I wish it was just a third energy tank, that would be great. I mean, Mega Man can beat the game just fine with 2 energy tanks, but Zero's game is harder because of his short range. So he could actually use 3 energy tanks, that would be a big help for him. Okay, here we go. Aren't you glad these guys aren't voiced? Boom! Hey buddy, come on back. Maybe I hit you with another one. Boom! Oh, he resisted it that time. But he's not gonna resist it this time. Nope. I love the way it slows everything down. Serious. It's just the most fun. Look at this. Look how much fun this is. He's going full Mega Man X3 and just charging back and forth at me. Nice AI, buddy. Oh, no, he's doing something different here. I wish Zero had some kind of range attack that I could pelt him with. Bye-bye. That's it. I'm not waiting for him to come to me. We're going in. Frost Walrus, you were a good soldier. You fought well and died. Now give me your weapon. Now, his weapon is significantly less cool than the one that I already have. But at this point, I'm just taking out bosses. I got the weapon I wanted. Now my only real concern is getting the sub-tanks as quickly as I can. And the rest of this is just defeat whatever's in my path and get to the end as quick as I can. Okay, I believe the easy energy tank is in this stage, and I say easy very lightly because it might actually give me some grief. We'll see. Fiber Peacock. This is a weird stage. It's like a computerized stage, and some parts of it are timed. Like this part. And if you hit these gold things, they slow you down, so you don't want to do that. They're pretty hard to avoid, though, for the most part. Yeah, like right here. I should just start over because... yeah, I'm just going to start the stage over. Boom. S ranking. Took a little concentration, but I got it. Heart tank. Alright. So the next one's going to be the sub tank, which is the really important one. I mean, obviously you want to get all of them if you can. Yeah, I really need that double jump, damn it. Just going to power through that guy. Oh, fuck. I hadn't missed that first jump. Wait, am I supposed to keep going up? Jesus Christ. Fuck. I'm done. Yeah, I'm not gonna get it. That... yeah, look, I was almost there too. Or was I? No, I was not almost there. I had a ways left to go. Yeah, I had too many screw-ups on that one. Did I get the power down? I think I did get the power down. We're just gonna start over. I'm having a lot of issues with the jump controls. When I press the dash button, it doesn't dash a lot of the time. But like right now, I'm double tapping and there's like a little bit of a lag. I don't want the lag. I want to just dash, and I don't understand. Especially when I'm jumping and I'm pressing multiple buttons at the same time, it just has issues. Like right now, I'm pressing both buttons at the same time, and it's having no issues. But then when I'm pressing like a directional button at the same time, all of a sudden it's like, oh, I don't know if I can do that. Anyway, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Here, this is the part where I always run into trouble because invariably it'll start causing me to mess up. Okay, that was okay. That was okay. I can miss one. I can miss one. Not the end of the world. I definitely just got a power down on that one. What the shit? How can I go any faster here? How can I go any faster? I will return and get the sub-tank after I beat the boss, then whatever. Well, I wanted to have a sub-tank for this fight, but I also have to make do without it. Maybe if I come back with a double jump or something, I'll fare a little bit better. This guy, I believe, is also weak to the fire sword. Yep, he is. Well, he's not really weak to it, but he responds to it. See? He'll completely cease all attacking if you hit him with it. So even though he's not taking like increased damage, it still makes the fight very easy. Alright, let's find out what weapon we got. I'm excited. Oh, Giga Attack. Well, that's not very useful. It's gonna continue. Okay, the next one I'm gonna do is Web Spider, because his weapon will possibly allow me to reach some out of the way places. Also, I really like the music in this stage. It's got a pretty intense soundtrack. So that's the Giga attack. It's actually Zero's only attack that uses weapon energy. It's kind of powerful. You know, it's not great or anything, but it's a good way to clear a bunch of small enemies out. Okay, now if I remember correctly, there is a heart tank hidden in a tree trunk over here somewhere. Yep, the Fire Sword makes this game so much easier. Heart tank. Heart tank. Did it. Spider works for Repliforce too. Say it ain't so. Wonder if this guy's related to the Death Spider from Mega Man X1. I hope not, because that guy was a beast. Oh wow, he's killing me. Look at that. And Giga Attack does nothing. Good to know. My Fire Sword does not seem to be doing very much damage to him. Okay. So, lessons learned. Fire Sword does not do a lot of damage to this particular boss. Jumping slashes are the best bet because then you can get out of dodge before he retaliates. So that's what I'm going to do. I'd like to split this playthrough into 2 episodes. And the first episode I'd like to beat 4 stages and the midpoint stage and just collect as many items as I can from those 4 stages. And then the second episode I'd like to just blow through the remaining 4 stages and the fortress. Which, the fortress in this game is so short. It's like 2 levels. It doesn't really deserve its own episode, honestly. So I'm okay with this setup. So yeah, if I can beat this guy, and then one more boss, probably Jet Stingray, and there's a couple of items that I want to get that are going to be hard to get, and fight the captain, and that'll be it for this episode. That's my plan. That's right, X4. X4 is so beefy, it's going to take me two episodes, 2 Let's Plays to get through this game. I got through the first 3 very quickly. That was a bad place to stand. What was I thinking? This game is much easier with X, by the way. Like, by far. There's no contest. Having to get close to enemies to hit them is just, you're opening yourself up to all kinds of danger by doing that. Well, I'm taking this guy fully seriously now, for what it's worth. Just trying to finish him off at this point. There we go. That wasn't bad. I didn't take that much damage. I'm proud. I'm proud of that fight. I think that was a good fight. I'm going to take a swig of this ginger beer to celebrate. Raijingeki. Raijingeki. Probably saying that wrong. So this is like a straight lightning stab, if I remember correctly. I still don't have the double jump. Wait, I've beaten 4 stages already? I thought I'd only beaten 3. Okay, that works. So now we have to fight the Colonel. He's a real tough cookie.
Colonel! What? I'm disappointed in you, Colonel. What do you think you're doing? It's not too late. Stop the coup now. Never. If that's your decision, prepare yourself!
Stop, please! Brother, please! Don't you remember? Zero saved my life!
Don't you remember, brother?
Very well then. I'll spare your life for now. But next time, there'll be no mercy.
Oh. So Zero doesn't have to fight the Colonel.
Fight with my brother. If you do, I'm afraid that one of you may end up...
Someone must stop Repliforce.
Yeah, see, if you're playing as X, he has to fight the Colonel at this point. It's a fairly tough fight, if I remember correctly. But for some reason, I thought Zero had to do the same fight, but I guess not. Okay, so we've got a power-up here that I have to go back and get, sub-tank. We've got a heart tank here I have to go back and get, and a extra life tank there that I have to go back and get. So I'm going to try to get the double jump, because I think the double jump will help me get all of those things. I believe this guy drops the double jump. I don't know. It's his power-up. I could look it up. I could just go on the internet and look it up, but I'm trying to play this like it's 1998, like just going by the seat of my pants. What do I remember from the last time I played it? It's more fun that way, honestly. So, besides, this split mushroom stage is a really easy one. So, even if he doesn't have the double jump, I'll be getting another stage out of the way. Thank you. I have no energy left. Thank God. Mini boss. Okay, hopefully this mini-boss doesn't have any projectile attacks, because if he does, I'm probably dead. If he's just going to break the floor, then we're fine. I'll go over as far as I can on the left here. I like how it's the same exact area as the first part of the stage, they just turned it pink. Reminds me of Pitfall the Mayan Adventure for the Super NES, where the second half of the game is basically just the first half of the game, except they changed the colors of the stages. It's like instead of being daytime, they're nighttime, and maybe the layout's a little bit different. Or instead of the background being blue, it's purple, and maybe the layout's a little different. Okay, there's the heart tank, so I have to very carefully make sure I get up on top of this thing, and boom! Just barely made it. Almost messed that up, but hey, I didn't, so cool. So that means I don't have to return to this stage for anything, because I believe that's the only thing here. This sucks. Alright, I need a save point or a checkpoint like nobody's business. Especially if this is the boss. It is the boss. Ooh. Going into the boss with half health. Okay. We can try. We can try. This guy is a real weirdo. He attacks with Gemini Man's attack pattern from Mega Man 3, because he was, of course, created by Dr. Wily. I believe that's the implication. The electric attack is very slow. It's like a Dark Souls two-hander kind of attack. You have to start doing it about a second before you want it to actually go. Alright, this is it for Young Split Mushroom. This is the end of the line for him. Switch. Thank you. Switch. Thank you. Some Mega Man X3 AI right here. I think that was about 3 slashes. Yeah, you're pretty invariably going to get hit a couple times on this part because it's just hard to avoid. Once you get it under control, it's just really simple stuff here. Okay. Alright. Next. So, if that guy gave me the double jump, it means that there are probably 3 items I can go back and get. Let's hope. Yes. Yes, this is excellent. This is one of the best weapons, aside from the fire sword, because now I can double jump in the air, and I can also do a spin attack, like kind of a screw attack type maneuver. Both of those things are extremely useful. Okay, I'm gonna start with this guy. I have 3 items to get, and then I'm gonna probably call it a day with this episode and do the rest later. See? much nicer spin attack than what I had before. Okay, I don't care about this first part of the stage, so I'm just gonna kind of rocket through it here. See, the double jump might have just saved me. I was not getting much momentum on my first jump. Might have fallen in a bit. Another cool thing you can do... Never mind, you can only do that in X5. I was going to say if you duck down and do the screw attack, you can just do a standing screw attack, which is actually very damaging if you do it next to an enemy. But you can't actually do that in this game. There we go. Look how much easier that is now. Boom. Ooh, that was so close. All right, here we are. The next such unreachable tank is now very reachable. You do the double jump. Boom. And that is the EX tank, which gives you extra lives. Ugh. See, with the double jump, this part should in theory be much easier, but you also have to be careful not to jump up into the yellow sphere things. And so on that part, I guess you're supposed to wait a second for it to pass by, maybe? Well, A doesn't matter there. I already got the heart tank. Okay. Woof! Oof. I did it? That was an S. Okay, got it. Alright, this is the moment of truth. My final task for today. Get the sub-tank. Get the sub-tank. Oh yeah, this is much faster. Except for that part. God damn it. Oh boy. Almost there. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up! Ooh, no! I got the arrow at the last possible second. Did you see that? Ugh. Get up there. Get up there. Yes. Did it. Look at that. I'm just going to take a moment here. Look at that E-tank right there. That's the good stuff. That's why we fight. Right there. That's why we fight. Okay. First thing I do in the next episode, get the other E-tank. Which is probably just as painful to get. So, gird your loins for that one, and I'll see you then.